Thorn on 59 News, working for you.
Details tonight on a double murder in McDowell County. Good evening. Welcome to 59 News at 5. I'm Dan Thorn. Celebration after a major victory in college football ends with some saying the Mountain State is looking pretty foolish. Welcome to 59 News at 6. I'm Dan Thorn. Convenience store in Mercer County is robbed at gunpoint for the second time in just weeks. Welcome to 59 News at 10. I'm Dan Thorn. Flooding. Serious flooding, but are you living in a place where water could rise to dangerous levels? You're driving along, glance in your rear view and see blue flashing lights. But what if that wasn't a police officer pulling you over? What if it was a guy pretending to be a cop, badge, gun, and all? But this team, they take it to a whole new level. The Cleveland Browns managed to barely pull off a win against the Tennessee Titans this past Sunday. Question weighs heavy. How exactly does a 23-year-old woman, according to state police, walk into Pikeview High School, then into the women's bathroom to allegedly sell drugs to a student? It sounds kind of disgusting.
Losing weight by drinking
butter and getting saturated
I don't know if I buy it.
I'll stick with the cream. Even more shocking moments caught on camera, but this time in Hollywood. Several arrests are made in connection to vandalism in Greenbrier County, including one man for possession with intent to deliver on the way to arrest another man. A-listers are speaking out about what appears to be one of the biggest celebrity hacking leaks. Hundreds of nude photos. They were swept out to sea as a powerful typhoon roared through Japan. The storm made landfall this morning. Despite the rail cars being in and around the water here, rafting tours are still going to be heading down the New. But for students here at Independence High School, the lesson doesn't stop there. They learn of the consequences of driving under the influence through the justice system. Well, we're here live in White Silver Springs for the New Orleans Saints training camp, and it's been an absolutely beautiful day one.
It's been gorgeous. It's been perfect. There's a nice breeze going on right now. It's a little warm, but that breeze just makes it absolutely perfect.
And you're not talking about the quarterback, right? You're actually talking about the breeze out here.
That's a good one. And no, Drew Brees is perfect as well, but that's a whole different story.
Well, let's see what the forecast is like across our viewing area with Storm Tracker 59 Chief Meteorologist Spencer Atkins. Spencer.
All right, hey guys, you knew that was coming, right?
You guys heard about the dancing anchorman? Watch your very own dancing anchorman, Dan Thorn. He's gonna bust a move on our show, The Next Rachel.
Monday at 9, only on CBS 59.
What I love about you, when you start out in local news, you think you have to be like somebody. You think you have to be this serious fake version of yourself. And what I love is that you are just you are yourself, and you're just having fun. And I think that's a lesson that takes many, many years to learn.
I'm very lucky to have the mentors that I have. I've had a few humbling conversations with people that have worked very high up in the news industry that were telling me early on that they're just like, just be yourself. Stop trying to like mimic what other newscasters do.
As for the speed with which the dancing anchor went viral, Dan quoted the anchorman he dressed up as for Halloween.
He said, well, that escalated quickly.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
This is just me being myself.
So, Dan, did you expect this kind of reaction from the public? I mean, you've gotten quite a bit of viral hit from this.
No, and that's the God's honest truth. We had no idea this was going to take off the way it did. When we were trying to connect with our viewers, I posted some videos on Facebook, where it originally took off, and then celebrities started sharing it, and that's when it really took off.
Dan, why the long face? You upset about that game? James Monroe lost? Yeah. What do you even say to this guy?
Okay, if you're going to go on out to a ball game tomorrow, make sure that if you're out there, you say hi to Dan. Hey, Southern West Virginia, Southwest Virginia.
I can't say that I'm really worried as much about the cameras as I do my hair. I have to become, fully equipped out there with the hairspray when I'm out there.
No,
you got the...
What do you have against hairspray? I mean,
this cutie here, Skylar from Coolridge, West Virginia, she looks a little upset, but I think if I were in Dan Thorn's arms, I'd be crying too. Just kidding, Dan, just kidding.
I don't remember any kids crying in any pictures. I mean, we've all been having a great time out here. I think you're crying because you're stuck in a studio right now doing the weather. Well, we're enjoying the State Fair where there's so many different things going on. Trying some tasty foods. We're going to be enjoying different things. And selfies is another thing we've been doing a lot of lately. We're going to be taking one for you right now. We'll be back after the break. Hang yourself, Maroon 5 is going to be performing tonight. It's one of the many concerts that the Greenbrier Classic is going to be holding. And 59 News, you know, if I flip a few in there, hopefully some of my wishes will come true. I'm sure that some people out here, when they were golfing earlier, that they were wishing that it wouldn't get rainy. And as you can see, it's a little wet out here right now.
It definitely rained a lot, definitely.
Well, golf lovers, they like to check their phones. They like to watch golf on TV. And we want to know how all these things come together. This kitten is nicknamed Stormy after the dramatic storm drain incident and is being kept safe here at the Raleigh County Humane Society. We want to catch you up on breaking news. We brought you first tonight to find out how a Wyoming County community is doing as they are now in month 5 of a boil water advisory. Since September, the residents of Budd, Alpoca, and the surrounding areas have seen brown water coming out of their faucets. Bringing you up to speed on breaking news out of Raleigh County. Police are on the scene of an alleged armed robbery at the Family Dollar in Glen Daniel, especially this year's elections. But can you tell us if there will be discussions on how to bring big businesses here to southern West Virginia, considering the potential layoffs of hundreds, possibly thousands of workers in mining operations? I mean, what can be done to help keep these people working? 6 degrees. Doesn't that sound like the weather you just want to spring out of bed and take on the day with?
No. Sorry.
So what about people out there that are brave, that really are like, hey, I'm going to go out this weekend no matter what? What sort of issues do you think they're going to be facing?
Some hot dogs today. Yeah, there you go.
My hot dog.
Chili on the hot dog.
On it,
chili, mustard,
like
onions. I like all of it. Relish.
Unfortunately.
Everything. You got a plain hot dog. I'm going to try it with you.
You're fantastic.
Nice and fresh.
You guys are awesome. I feel like Guy Fieri.
It's hot.
This is awesome.
Nice and fresh, though.
So good. And you said you would eat these all the time?
I couldn't go to a fair without getting one of these. This is my favorite
Graduation and prom, an exciting time for high school seniors all across the country. It's a farewell to high school and a hello to their future. Raleigh County emergency service crews are hoping to secure that future through a sobering demonstration they call the Prom Promise, a mock DUI accident. We must warn you, what you're about to see is graphic.
Have a two-vehicle MVA, possible entrapment with injuries, possible DUA.
A major accident happens. And emergency crews rush to a terrifying scene.
I've worked a lot of fatalities involving young children, young kids with alcohol involved, and I'm hoping what we did today can make a difference, that they'll go out and enjoy their prom without alcohol involved.
For sure the drugs are in, awesome.
Matthew Crawford is training coordinator at Best Ambulance Service. He, along with other emergency crews, wanted high school students to see the horrible effects of driving under the influence.
It may be your last decision. It may be your life or someone else's life that you take.
Emergency crews work quickly to help the victims, checking pulses and using the jaws of life to cut people out of the wreckage.
Even if we could change the mind of one student, you know, change them from their decision of drinking and driving, it's worth it.
Medics carry crash victims on stretchers and in ambulances, but for others, the best chance of survival is a Health Net helicopter.
Scary. You have to be, I would say, insane or empty-minded to go out and drink and drive and put your life and other lives in danger.
Fear is something students experienced as they witnessed one victim's funeral and their casket rolled into a hearse.
Scared if, you know, what if that was me, or if it was me, you know, if I'm gonna make it or if it was worth it.
But for students here at Independence High School, the lesson doesn't stop there. They learn of the consequences of driving under the influence through the justice system. Here, a driver responsible is arrested by police and taken away. This mock accident was luckily just that, and everyone survived. Since 1991, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has seen a gradual decline in DUI deaths.
It's a story you saw first on 59 News. Tonight, crews continue to work on a train derailment in Fayette County. Emergency dispatchers confirmed 2 CSX train cars derailed in the New River Gorge Friday night. 59 News anchor Dan Thorn has more. A river usually flowing with white water in the heart of golly season is now also flowing with soybeans from these derailed train cars.
Possibly some fish downstream might have been happy because they would have had a different type of meal that evening.
The train cars spilled into the New River late Friday night at Fayette Station. The next day, Adam Cantrell, part owner of Cantrell Ultimate Rafting in Fayetteville, saw the destruction.
Just couldn't believe how many trees and to the total devastation to the whole embankment.
Despite the rail cars being in and around the water here, rafting tours are still going to be heading down the New. CSX spokesman Gary C. says the 90-car train carrying grain products was traveling from Cincinnati to Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
We always start our investigation with three major areas, and that would be an inspection, an evaluation of the track, an evaluation of the locomotives and rail cars, and then we'll look at the event recorder from the locomotive to determine how the train was being operated.
But many like Cantrell hope the natural area can be restored.
To me, it is an eyesore, but CSX is a professional company. I'm sure they're going out of their way to make it right again.
We've got environmental experts on site. We'll determine exactly what damage was caused, and if it's to trees or to any sort of vegetation, we'll certainly work to make sure that's put back the way it was before.
SEASE also says it could take CSX workers up to 2 days to remove the train cars. Reporting in Fayette County, Dan Thorn, 59 News.
Welcome to The Zone, the Friday Night Football Sports Zone on 59 News. Get ready for all the scores, great plays, and plenty of fan action. Now it's time for the Sports Zone.
Hi everybody, we're here live for the Bluefield Graham tailgate. It is so much fun out here. One of the cool things is that we are a mere 500 feet away from the Virginia border where these two high schools come together to battle it out.
Absolutely, and we're right below the...
That's right, and we have less than ideal weather, but the show must go on. Friday Night Football, we have Cabell Midland playing against Woodrow Wilson High School. The Flying Eagles are soaring high with a lot of confidence after last week's big win. Hey, Sarah, it's finally Friday, everybody's favorite day of the week for Friday Night Football. Our game of the week is Capital at Princeton. Looks like it's going to be a good one.
It should be a good one. We know what we've seen out of Princeton so far.
Ahoy, mateys. It be National Talk Like a Pirate Day, and we take things very seriously here on the sports ship.
Aye, aye, Captain. The Meadowbridge Wildcats sail the high seas to Fayetteville to battle the pirates. Avast me, mateys. Third quarter. The bridge up 30-0. Ryan Church, he makes a run for it. It's a beauty. Spitting landlubbers for the booty. He ends up scoring here. It's 36-0 Wildcats. They're just playing for pride, whatever that means, and want to snag a win before the end of their seasons. Let's get you to the game. Well, kickoff ended up happening at what some are calling the Pumpkin Bowl for whatever reason, and that's a fumble. Well, that escalated quickly. And this next play here, the head coach, he ends up telling me that this play works 60% of the time, every time.
But they certainly did.
It was impressive.
Yeah, thanks. Where's your beard? Couldn't grow it?
No. Mustache is it.
Shave here in a couple segments. Coming up in the Sports Zone.